Hello everyone, Dr. Sigmon here. I wanted to give you a guided tour through our course if you need it. Now, a lot of you have taken a lot of courses already, and so you don't really need this, or maybe you just want to look at the part that's course specific, something like that. But this is for you if you're really unsure about how to go about taking this course. So the first thing to do is look at the course name up here. There you go. This is an applied natural sciences class. It's called Science 200. And then under that, look at this banner because that's where you're going to find most everything. Now help, you can figure out what that is. You get all kinds of notifications over here. And there's your profile, and put a picture up there. It's always good to have a picture, so especially for me, so that I have an idea of who you are. You know, I give you an identity by seeing a picture of you. So I'm going to start right here with academic support. This is part of the support system at SNHU, and it is absolutely wonderful. If you need this help, you should take advantage of it because not every college has this. For example, 24/7 drop-in tutoring. Wow, that's amazing because our students are in all different time zones all over the world. And so you can connect and ask questions about whatever it is that you're working on. By the way, you also have me as a resource, so don't forget that. Written feedback, especially if you have writing assignments. This is especially important for English classes, etc. But we even have writing assignments in our class. Workshops to help you with different topics, so you can check that out. Peer tutoring is pretty cool because these are students who have had experiences similar to you. Academic coaching is very different from tutoring because it doesn't rely on any particular course subject. Instead, this helps you build a skill set of note-taking, of studying, of how to read assignments, how to write papers, how to get organized, how to use your time effectively. So academic coaching is awesome too. If you're a person who's going back to school, for example, I know that I did that. I was out of school and worked for 11 years before I went back to graduate school. I sure could have used some academic coaching because I had no idea what I was doing when I went back to school. So anyway, these are different resources. There's also a frequently asked questions section where you can search for things. Okay, so let us go back. All right, here's our course again. The Shapiro Library has links right here, and here's the Shapiro Library homepage. We'll get to that in a second. All of the papers that, I can't say all, a lot of the papers that you will write at SNHU have to be in a particular style. In our science class, you have to use the APA style, and if you don't know anything about that, go to that first little link right there, Citing Your Sources Guide, and you will find exact information about this. Frequently asked questions, research guides. All right, let's take a look at the home page. All right, I greatly encourage you to do searches for especially scientific literature using the library as opposed to a Google search, because the problem with Google searches is you're going to pull up everything under the sun and none of it will be scientific. I can guarantee you that. So let's try something here. Let's search light pollution bird migration patterns. Let's see what we get. May have to do an advanced search, I'm not sure. Aha! Look what we have pulled up. All kinds of articles. If you look on the left over here, it's only got selected electronic full text. And if you notice right here, you have the full text, which is absolutely amazing. You can get to a wealth of information using the Shapiro Library that you will not get in any other way. So here are all kinds of articles, artificial light at night and how that affects different animals. And you click on this and you get to a journal article. Journals are how science is published. You can think of it as a magazine or a collection of articles. Okay, there you go. There's the exact article. And you can get straight to it. So let's see if I can go back. So please do use the Shapiro Library. It is very, very helpful. I use it because it is awesome. You can get full text articles where you can't get them or you have to pay for them in other locations. So that's the Shapiro Library. My SNHU, your bookstore. Your bookstore is how you're going to get access to your Sumo web text. Your email right there. Tools, that's very handy. Your advisor lookup calendar, class list if you need to get a hold of people, class progress, your grades and stuff. Of course, you don't have faculty activity dashboard. That's me. Why is it going back to me? Let me look as a student. Sorry about that. Now let's look. There you go. Your course evals, which will be very important at the end of this course. I will ask you to do your evaluation of me and the course. So I cut out a whole bunch of stuff that you saw for me. Sorry about that. And then course menu. That's the most important one. So under this, you have announcements. Of course, you see announcements right here, and you click on one, and then you open it up, and you see the full thing. But you can also get to them this way. And there they are. They're kind of hard to read, though. Well, look at that. So anyway, that's one way to get to the announcements. Learning modules. That's tremendously important for this class. So let me describe what some of these things are. Table of contents. Let me point out a couple of things. Welcome to Science 200. I always read that introductory document so that you know what it says. The course syllabus is very important because it gives you all kinds of important information. Course description, how many credits it is, what you're going to learn about, your required text. Ooh, there it is right there. Applied Natural Sciences, Sumo Publishing. Here's a way to get to the bookstore right there. Technical requirements. I don't know. Use a computer, I guess. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's terribly important to all of us here at SNHU. How fast I'm going to respond to you? Always within 24 hours. I have not missed that deadline yet. And it usually is a lot sooner than that. How your grading is done in this class, and I want you to notice a couple of things. So I told you that you're going to have this project that you're going to be working. No, I don't think I did. You're going to be working on this project for the whole term on a subject in the natural sciences. And I want you to notice grade distributions here. 168 points, 50 points, 150 points. A lot of your points out of that 1,000 comes from first draft, second draft, etc. comes from that project. So really concentrate on that. Now your Sumo web text questions will be about 1/3 of your grade. Here's the grading breakdown, weekly assignments, what you got going on, what you need to do. If you want to put those into your calendar, that would be good. Make sure you participate in the first week. That is extremely important. Otherwise, you will be dropped from the course. And I have no idea what to do about that if you try to get back in. I think you have to work through your advisor on that. And withdrawal policies and all different sort of policies like that. So that's your syllabus. Let's go back to start. Support services, Turnitin guide. So you will turn in all of your written work through Turnitin, which checks for originality. And if it finds that you have writing in common with something that someone else has turned in somewhere in the world, every document that has been turned in SNHU for I don't know how many years has been put into Turnitin, plus documents that all the other universities and colleges across the world use and Turnitin. They all contain a gigantic database, and your work is checked against all that other work. I can see this score if it's higher than 50%, we might have a problem there, because that means that more than 50% of your work is similar to someone else's. Now, sometimes that comes in the form of the references and how you put those into APA style, and so it all looks the same. But I do look at that. I do look to see what is similar. But you can also see this similarity score. So this should not come to a surprise to you, because it will pop up and tell you how much similarity your work has to something else. General questions, next steps. Uh-oh, I can't pull those up. Anyway, so this is the general information. Assignment information, here are different rubrics right here, but you will find them under the weeks also. Sumo, here is your Sumo web text information. You have to purchase access to your Sumo web text. So web text is a textbook that's online, and you will do work through your textbook online. You will turn in answers to questions. They are automatically graded. I don't even grade those. I put a little response at the end of the week to those questions, but I do not grade them. Some of your work, some of your project work is turned in through the textbook that then goes into Brightspace. So just realize that. This textbook is not optional, because a lot of your work is actually done in it. Okay, and then we get into the modules. You have a module introduction. Isn't that important? It tells you about what you're going to be learning about. What are the 6 different fields that make up natural science? Oh, let me guess. I bet biology's one. And then what else do you need to do? You're going to write your initial discussion board post, and you're going to tell us all about you and tell us which natural science you're interested in, etc. You're going to take a look at your Sumo web text materials, go through that whole chapter 1, complete the responses, answer the questions, choose your issue. And I talk about this in week 1 in my video. All right, that being said, every week I post a new assignment by Monday morning, and I always have a video in it. And the video discusses some of the science that's behind the work that we're doing that week, some of the information in your Sumo web text, because all of that's really interesting. So I love talking about it. Your assignments, tips, tricks, hints about how to get your work done. So make sure you watch my video every week. Even if it takes 20 minutes, it may save you 20 minutes or more just by listening to it and using my tips, hints, and tricks to get your work done. Okay, so that's the introduction. E-materials is your Sumo web text. Let's see if I can get to it. Yes, I can get to it. Yay, I'm very happy. I wasn't sure I could. So here's what it looks like. Can you read it? The Applied Natural Sciences web text, what you're reading right now, was designed as a kind of roadmap. Okay, you can read it. Okay, and you see, there's some questions. Uh-oh, can't show you that because it shows you the right answers. All right, so that is your textbook. Get started in it. You need to do it the first week. Your discussion that's due week 1, here you go. And here are the instructions. Now for me, I always grab a little Post-it note and I make a quick little, I jot down some quick little notes about what questions I need to answer in my discussion board posting. And this keeps me from missing something. So you see right here in the first part of your discussion board post, introduce yourself to your classmates. Where are you from? Where? What's your major? What do you hope to learn? All right. What field of natural science interests you the most and why? Is this related to the topic that you chose for your project? And then, so that's your initial post right there. Every week that discussion board postings are due, you have to make your initial post by Thursday evening before midnight. And then you will have 2 response posts that are due to 2 of your peers. And those 2 would be due before Sunday night at midnight. Okay, and so look right here. In response to your peers, explain why you agree or disagree with their points of view. Remember to be respectful. Do you have the same natural science interests? Do you have something in common with them? What about the topic that they chose? Do you have any opinions on that? Right down here, it tells you to read chapter 1. And here's another hint. There are 8 chapters in the Sumo web text. There are 8 weeks in the term. There's 1 chapter per week. Okay, pretty simple. And then do everything that it says here. Do your work in your web text. And then finally, down here, choose your issue. And that's important because that's what you're going to be working on this whole term. And I can't show you. Let's see if I can lower this a little bit. Okay, that's really important right there, guidelines and rubric. So guidelines and rubric means the instructions to help you do what you're supposed to do, and it's a description of what you need to include in this particular work and how it's going to be graded. Okay, let me fix this back now. I messed that up. All right, so you have modules, 1 per week, see? Modules per week. Chapters per week. That's pretty simple. Academic support. There you go again. SNHU Career Center, which is very helpful to you. And it includes information about internships and that sort of thing. So we've got all kinds of helps and support for you through our course website, but also at the college in general. Let's see what else we have. Discussions, that's how you get to the discussion boards. There they are. General questions is a good place to ask questions because someone else might have the same question and everybody can see it. And then if you look right here, week 1, you've got discussions due. And yes, I've already posted something over here. Oh, look at all those awards that I've gotten. Anyway, that's what you need to do for your discussion board postings in week 1. And then you'll see week 3, week 6, and week 8. You don't have discussion board postings every week in this course. And what else do we have? Assignments. Here are all the different assignments that you have. And it shows your score. But you also will look at your grade. I have no idea what mine's. Yeah, I was wondering what it was going to show for me. I don't usually get grades. I don't ever get grades. Okay, so it's showing your grades in here. If you ever have questions about grades, be sure and go and check the feedback that I have left for you in my grading. So start there. And then if you don't agree with it, or I missed something, or you have an issue with it, whatever, please just email me. I am here to help you. All you have to do is email me. We can set up a face-to-face meeting through WebEx, which is how I like to do face-to-faces. And we can do that online. We can do email. There's lots of different ways that we can accomplish that. So just let me know. Let me know if you need any help whatsoever. I am here to facilitate your learning. Think about it that way. I'm here to help you. And I really do concentrate on that. That's very important to me, for me to help you be successful, learn this material, and continue on with your education. So do ask me if you need some help. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Let me see. I can go back. Let's see. Let's go back to the regular course. There we go. There's all kinds of ways that you can look at your information, right? Learning modules. There you go. I have looked at all this stuff. I've looked at all this stuff because I've taught this course a gazillion times now. But there's all kinds of information here. Like I said, if you need any help, there's my email address right there, m.sigmon@snhu.edu. I will tell you this over and over and over and over and over again through the whole term, so just be expecting that. Okay, welcome to the course, And I'm excited for us to get started in May.